Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Lovely stuff.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I appear to have a tale.
You have a tale to
Come.
tell. A tale of the unexpected.
Ooh, later.
Later.
That's TARDIS for those who give a shit.
No one gives a shit, Paul.
No one gives a shit.
We live in a world where no one gives one shit, never mind two.
Oh, if only we lived in a world, John. We don't live in a world anymore, do we? We live in a bubble.
A bubble.
A bubble of fear, panic, and terror.
Mankind.
Man cruel. Yeah.
Good, that's that sorted.
Fuck off. Fuck on.
Fuck you.
Oh, my cat took umbrage to that.
What from?
Anyway, so it's been a week.
Yeah, it's been a week.
Been a bloody week.
Oh,
How's been your bloody week in a nutshell, John?
oh, like this. Oh, it's been a bit all over the place, but up and down.
Up, down, flying around, loop-de-looping, defying the ground. They're so frightfully keen.
Those magnificent men who are Penelope.
Those men who Penelope. Yeah, and that's how that goes.
I love it.
I'm glad you love it.
I love it. As you can tell by the way I knew all the words.
Every single word. Now, questions. Thricely threen. I don't know what that means. Any of our listener, watchers, fans, hello everyone. Can you tell what our background is today?
Yeah.
We were slightly worried that people may not, but then we immediately went, actually, you're all very eagle-eyed and eagle-brained, and you probably would know immediately.
Mr. Rock says, good evening. And what
Good
an
evening. Good evening.
Katie asks if I'm feeling better. Yes, I'm all good now, Katie. Thank you for asking.
He's all right. I sent him the relevant cream.
Oh, it took him. No. Yeah, I've got a tiny sort of tickly cough, but that's just a leftover, which is now breaking up, which is the hardest thing to do. Can we see it in full? No, you fucking can't. Yeah, actually, if I took us both out for a second, they could all have a look, couldn't they?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a bit of a giveaway in that picture.
There is, yeah. There's definitely a big giveaway.
Rumpole, Diane.
Oh, Diane. Hang your head in shame.
Is that Jim Hacker's desk?
It may be. I didn't think it would take you long.
Dennis Nilsson's kitchen? No. I don't know. Have you been enjoying Dennis Nilsson this week?
I don't know. I've not been enjoying him at all.
No.
No. Not at all. No.
I was enjoying him.
Were you?
Yeah.
Give me 3 reasons. 3 solid English reasons.
He'd done some murders. That's always fun.
So you like that?
He had a dog called Bleep. Yeah. And he was played by Doctor Who himself, Peter Davidson.
Yes.
Amazing. When I heard that Doctor Who was going to be Dennis Nielsen and it was Peter Davidson, I couldn't believe it because he looked nothing like Peter Davidson.
Is it on ITV?
Oh, yes.
See, that's why I don't watch it, because I'm very snobby.
Oh, yes.
I
tell you
don't
that
watch
anybody
I
on
don't watch ITV.
People Who Murder People are on there.
ITV to me feels like community service. Like, oh God, I have to watch ITV. Ow!
I mean, he does do some community service in Nielsen.
Does
which
he?
It's called Des because he used to say to people, "Come in my house, Des, Res."
Well, that was well thought through.
Oh.
Well, we do have a packed lunch with us, but let's not worry about that. We have a
packed show tonight. Packed.
show. And today, of course, is the 18th of September, 2020. But a lot of things have happened on the 18th of September, and not just 2020. 1944, 18,000,
17 for fam.
17 for fam, you see. So let us now get historical on yo ass with a little call on this day in history, or whatever John's come up with.
Let's find out what happened on this day. What happened on this day? What a beautiful jingle.
That's from For Your Eyes Only.
It is from For Your Eyes Only, yeah.
That makes me really genuinely happy.
Yeah, I thought it would.
Oh my God, that's just before. Oh, that's so beautiful.
It scans so well.
PPK, license to kill or be killed. Take him away.
What happened on this day? It's beautiful.
Could have been Carry On Abroad, Els Bells, but
it could have been actually
fucking beautiful, whatever it was.
Who's giving a day first?
I'll go first because it's been all over Twitter. It's been all over Twitter. It was on this day in 1970 that Jimi Hendrix died of a fatal overdose of lasagna.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, on this day, what happened on this day? In 1854, Nobby Jugs and his brother Tits completed work on Diary of a Dick Splash, a classic work of humour that went on to be used as the basis for the film Debbie Does Dallas.
That's right. Well, there you are, you see. History. Whoa.
There you are, you see. History, yes.
History, eh? Well, on this day in 1953, the actress Greta Garbo is found naked and unconscious in Stockholm in a hermetically sealed saxophone.
Wow.
Apparently it was just research for a movie, but
I had no idea.
it was baffling to the stock. Yeah.
There's your naked lady in a saxophone. I think we should blow it, yes?
No, you can't blow a saxophone. It's hermetically sealed.
Well, we unhermetically seal it with this welding knife.
We don't have clearance. Oh, case closed.
I am Clearance. I am Clearance Bodiger from RoboCop.
Clearance Clearwater. Yeah.
I am been revived.
I've been revived just for this case.
And now it is time for us to make love to the car.
And now it's time for us to make love to the end credits of this show. But the fuck the credits.
That, of course, is the Swedish version of the Dustin and G Laughing Show. We would like to have sex with each and every one of you. Good night. 1983.
Oh, yeah.
The world's first successful pubic hair transplant was completed by Dr. Hilary Bongo in Amherst, Massachusetts. The donor, a hognose shrew rat, was quoted as being delighted to give the transplantee, Keith Bushell of Wolverhampton, a new lease of life. 943 pubic transplants have taken place since, with the Merkel being renamed as the Bongo.
I did not know that. Well, that's wonderful. Well, on this very day in 1874, Jonathan,
Hmm.
scientist Louis Pasteur becomes the first Frenchman to officially marry an avalanche. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, that's really nice.
And now present you Man and Oh Shit Run.
Well, cheers for them.
Cheers to them.
Paul, I want you to take your mind back to 1864 on this day.
Right.
Hilary Goggles, inventor
Oh,
of
yeah.
swimwear,
Of course.
dies in Bridlington-on-Sea while testing his new invention, the Fuckmaster. The dynamite went off too early, and his balls blew off.
Oh no!
I'd say
They still commemorate that day. I seem to remember.
they do.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. If you go, it's a must see. It's a must see.
Oh God, yes.
Oh, it's a must see.
It's next to the must see. No, the beach.
It's next to the musty sea. Oh, you
It's right
must
near the
go.
beach. Oh,
Must go.
you must go near the beach.
Whenever I'm planning a trip, I always like things to look at. And whenever they go, oh, it's a must see, and I fucking avoid it.
Well, I went to where they make a particular kind of aftershave by a body of water, and I was told it was the Musk Sea.
It was a must see.
Oh, you Musk Sea.
Oh, you must see it. It's tremendo. Well, on this day, not so long ago in 2016, rather controversially, Noel Edmonds shaves off his trademark goatee live on Deal or No Deal to reveal the tattoo on his chin of a Nazi treasure map.
Wow. And did they investigate it?
No, he just went, I'll grow this back after the break. See you.
Okay. Paul.
Sir.
1497.
Fuck me, that's way back when.
Way back when. Monks in Spain burn 400 gnus at the stake in what turned out to be an administrative error.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, on this very day in 1580, King James VI of Scotland, okay, the new.
I loved Scotland, he used to say.
I love Scotland and Scotland loves me. Anyway, King James VI of Scotland signs the Treaty of Terry Mallet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where would we be without it?
We would be in trouble deep.
Shit Creek, my friend.
You have one more?
I do.
Adieu.
1976. James Burke becomes the first presenter to introduce a piece to camera whilst being shot at by terrorists on a bouncy castle.
Sorry, I thought that was Tales Unexpected there, but yeah, wow, that was
It
great.
happened on this day. It's in the history books.
Happened on. Listen, all these things happened on this day.
And you know what? Don't lie.
What?
History. What happened on this day? What happened on this day?
I'm not sure what happened on the. Oh, that was beautiful.
It's a good jingle, isn't it?
It's a beautiful jingle. I think it's the best jingle you've ever done.
Because
it's Gonzalez Takes a Drive. It's so beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Comment the fuck out of us.
I'm going to go back.
Way back when. Way back when.
Way back when, in the middle of the Congo, some animals took a dwarf and they put him in a drongo.
Some bongo.
Some bongo, yeah. Oh, look, here we go. ITV is called DKD in our house, Dead Kid Drama.
Yeah. That's fair enough. That's fair
Worth
enough.
taking on board.
What's wrong with that?
I've been confused this week. I've watched All Creatures Great and Small without a doctor and Des with one. I see. We're still talking about Leslie Nielsen. Leslie Nielsen. On this day in 2001, New York street sweepers were overtime.
Okay.
Was that a bad taste joke?
I'm not sure. I'm not going to comment.
No, I'm not going to comment either. On this day in 1645, the book was invented.
Right. Okay. The book was
On this day in 1978, Paul Litchfield ate cabbage for the first time.
That could very well be true. Could
Oh.
very well be true.
On this day in 1400, records began. A lot of records were made on that day. Rock and roll.
Rock and roll and music.
That was the first record.
This is rock and roll.
Roll
This is
music.
rocking, rolling music. This
Oh.
is rocking, rolling music. This song now ends.
Yeah.
Oh, let's put on the B side. This is not rock and roll music. This is not rocking roll music.
Who knew this is from Claire Monty from a particular hotel? I'm not going to say because I know for a fact that her father is watching this evening.
Oh, right. Okay.
So Claire, who works at a very high-class hotel.
Extremely high class hotel.
With a clientele that is...
Second to none par excellence. I'll
Yes.
only say this. I don't know if Claire lives with her father, but if she does the father notice that when she comes in from a shift, she has to put all her clothes into a boil wash?
Hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
And she has to be chipped out with a chisel. 2004, John Ryan attempted his first celebrity impression. It was Pat Cummins. That is not true. As everybody knows, I can't do impressions.
Well, last week you hit a particular John Lennon resonance that was quite spectacular.
Paul, I feel you're being generous with that comment. Dustin G. Larfin was the inventor of the ankle sling.
The ankle sling.
Ankle sling, whatever that is.
I love it.
I wonder if that avalanche came past his eyes. Oh, Katie, that's disgusting.
Oh, you've cheapened this, Katie.
Yeah.
I mean, that's our job.
Mr. Tumble discovered on this day in 2017 that he was a director 7 of Francis Tumblety, who was a Jack the Ripper suspect. He was a identity fraud man and a Ripper suspect. I know this.
Now I know parents who have children probably watch a lot of Mr. Tumble, don't they? And I've seen clips of him, and I'm not going to obviously try and take anything away from him and what he does. But when I see him, for the brief moments I see him, I do every time I go, how the fuck are you getting away with this?
Yeah, I
don't
know.
mean that to, he's very, very popular.
My children do not like him.
Wise children you have.
Yeah, he did a show called Giggle Biz, which was a sketch show in which he'd play different hilarious characters and do little sketches.
Okay.
Now, it should be applauded that he is doing a sketch show in a day and age where sketch shows are moribund.
They're very moribund. Very expensive to do, John, a sketch show.
Not Giggle Biz. And every joke he does, you would get from a cracker. And I know it's for children, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But have some respect for yourself, Mr. Ian Tumble, as his real name is.
Is that real?
Sorry, his real name's Bob Tumble. Mr. Rock says, I do a great Lennon and a great Don Corleone. Thank you very much. That wasn't
that's pretty good.
Think about that down on that boy. Mr. Tumble is as Claire would say, I'll do it in her voice. Mr. Tumble is a creepy bastard.
And yet you say you can't do impressions already. 2 off the bat.
Paul, do your Jake voice. Is this from that film you did?
It was a film and 3 series of a kid show called Mr. Sheep Pup, where I played the voice of Uncle Jake, who's a dog. But yeah,
Wasn't it just your voice?
It was very easy to do. Basically, I did a demented what she called the poet. I wish I looked at Pam Ayres. So I just cranked up Pam Ayres. So Jake in Mr. Sheep Pup Tales, he would talk like that. You see, hello, I'm Jake.
That's a bit Benny Hill as well, isn't it? When he used to read poems.
Yes, yeah. She came to Oxford and she had a punt. Get ready. Hang on, that's Frankie Howard.
Yeah.
Get ready.
She had a punt, but she left 6 weeks later with a load of front. Yeah. And then he did this.
Yeah. And then hold up a sign saying cunt.
Yeah.
And then go to commercial.
Everybody's saying they can't say minge because Claire's dad's watching, but Diane offers flange.
Yeah. Yeah, you know. What about the humble flange?
Is flange still a name for the female part, or because I know it as a guitar pedal, but I
Right.
believe at one point it was a name for genitals. I just wondered if it still is.
I always thought flange was involved in plumbing.
As Diane says, and I quote, "I remember sheep pup tails.
Oh, that's good. I did that. It was lovely fun.
Oh, it was lots of fun, and if you didn't like it, you can stick it in the just in the suggestion box." Katie says, "Can we say mimsy? Is mimsy a
We
term
can
of?
say Mimsy.
Is,
Have you
mim-
seen? Have you seen the film The Last Mimsy?
is it about the last vagina in the world?"
No, no, no. The Mimsy in this is an alien life form that comes to Earth to make children that like cunts for an hour and a half.
Oh, look, Julia offers the humble flange or the mighty quim. I love the mighty quim. Come on without, come on within. You've not seen nothing like the mighty quim. Like Bob Dylan's best song. Or should I say, Ian Zimmerman. Oh, now everybody's just throwing up words for ladies' parts.
Oh, that's disgusting. Come on.
Foof.
Yeah, I've heard foof. Yeah.
Oh, Dwayne.
I've heard strawberry mivvy. That's quite nice.
Strawberry Mivvy.
I
I don't want to be associated with a show where we are literally just sitting here talking about ladies' parts in a derogatory sense. Ladies' parts should not be spoken about derogatory. They are beautiful things.
You're absolutely right. They should be nailed up to a wall for all to be. Hang on, no.
That's what Reginald Christie did.
That's horrible. That's what Reginald Perrin did. No, he didn't do
Right,
that.
I think we should do a feature because the comments are literally just full of filth.
All right, let's stop the filth now. Let's ground ourselves. Let's summon up that beautiful man that we all adore from up Cloud 9. Let's have a little game of Blankety Blanks, shall we?
And appearing tonight on
Blankety blank, blankety blank,
David Hamilton,
blankety blank, blankety blank,
June Whitfield,
blankety blank, blankety blank,
Derek Nimmo,
blankety blank,
Wendy Richards,
blankety blank, blankety blank,
Kenny Everett, Sally James, and here's your host on Terry Wogan.
Hey! Avast thee, Jonathan Rain, and avast thee, all you people out there on Planet E, open brackets, ARTH, Earth, close brackets. It's old Tel Wogan back down once again after a week of having tremendous fun up on the old Cloud 9, open brackets, capital NINE, close brackets. How are you, Jonathan Rain?
I couldn't be better, Terry. How are you? It's lovely to see you again.
Oh, old Tel's having a ball up there in the old heaven. Lots of fun. But listen, we're here to play the old super match, are we not?
Yes, here we are.
That's right. Now listen, time is of the very essence. Tel can't hang around for long. I tell you what I'm doing at the moment. I'm widening my classical music appreciation with someone who's been up there for quite a long time. Oh, Tchaikovsky himself. Oh, those Russians. And he's insisting that I meet him in a secret location, very hush-hush, where he's going to introduce me to his sugar plum fairy, no questions asked. So I'll be doing that in a touch. But before that, we need to play the old super match game. Now, the first person to type in the following, Wogan's Wading Wig. That's Wogan's Wading Wig gets to play. And I tell you what, Eugene's made this one very, very simple. This will be a walk in the park. Hopefully not a walk in MacArthur Park.
MacArthur Park is melting in the rain.
That's right.
All the icing is falling off. What was it? Wogan's Wading Wig.
Wogan's Wading Wig.
Terry, please let me introduce you to Matt Crow.
Matt Crow, as I live and breathe with your Charlie Brown-esque avatar. You get to play Super Match. Now, let's reveal, thank you, Eugene, the legend. And it is, of course, Royal Blank. Royal Blank. Now, you have a little think there, and I'll go over to my favourite contestant of this evening. It's none other than J.R.R. Tolkien. Oh, yes, that's right. John Ronald Reuel Tolkien himself. How the hobbit are you, sir?
Just call me Tokes.
Pleased to meet you, Tokes. Big it up, man.
Wicked.
Wicked, radical, and street.
What I used to say to my friends is, if you can't write a book, then maybe you should think about writing something else. And if you can't do that, then maybe you can't do that either. But maybe you should think about doing something awesome.
That's lovely, John. It's not quite what we did in rehearsal, but I tell you what, it's lovely to have you here nonetheless. Writer of so many lengthy tomes.
Yeah.
Of
I would have brought you a book, but I left it a tome.
A tome. Wonderful stuff there. Wonderful stuff there. Now, what say you, John, that some people say that most of your books are actually 3-page long introductions to every character, and not much tends to happen.
Well, I knew you were going to say that, so I brought along a new song from Tom Bombadil.
Right. Okay. Well, I tell you what, this is quite the exclusive, isn't it? Hang on. Tchaikovsky, I'll be up in a sec.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Okay. My name is Tom Bombadil, and I live up on a green hill. I do a dance for everyone. I've got cancer and I'm going to die.
Ah, well, that's wonderful stuff there. We can always trim it in the edit. Now, the Supermatch Eugene reveal was Royal Blank. What say you? Matt Crow says Royal Casino.
I would say, Terry, Dalton.
Royal Dalton.
Oh.
That's a lovely answer there. I bet you've got quite a load of the old Dalton in your house, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Not Timothy, of course.
No. The toilets. Terry, I'll let you into another exclusive that sometimes when my bladder fills, I take my penis out of my trousers and I urinate into a toilet.
Good Lord. Well, you heard it here first, folks. That's fantastic. Well done. So, Matt, you've gone with Casino, which you've put an E on the end there. I'm not sure if you were just being a bit playful. Maybe you're having a stroke. And old Tolkien has gone for Dalton. And I'm going to go, bit of a gambling man hotel, with Royal Flush. Now, you've already made a decision. I was going to say you can go with Wogan's Flush, or you can go with Tolkien's Dalton. But you've gone with Casino. Royal Casino. I tell you what, it trips off the tongue, doesn't it, Mr. Tolkien? Royal Casino. It could be right. Let's find out. The third most popular answer for 50 blanks was, of course, Royal Steam. Royal Steam there. For having a bath tonight. I hope it's hot. Oh, not only is it hot, it's with Royal Steam.
Best steam.
Can't wait to get into that bath. I'll probably come out slightly shrinking around the old fella, but being knighted by the old matey Bubbles. Anyway, for 100 blanks, it was Royal Onions.
The best kind of onions.
You've just had a royal bath. You feel a bit peckish. What's on the old dinner plate? Royal onions. Now, let's all cross our fingers and any available appendages and body parts. If you're double jointed, I don't want to know. Let's find out what the most popular answer was for 150 blanks. Matt, I really do hope you win the racist tease made. Here we go. It's so close. For 150 blanks, and you'll be kicking yourself. It was, of course, Royal Jazz. Royal Jazz there.
Like Duke Ellington.
Wonderful stuff there, Mr. Tolkien. I tell you what, we might have you back next time. You've been a tremendous guest.
Paul, I'm sorry, Terry. I've really enjoyed coming down to be on Blankety Blank, and I'd like to return next time with my best friend. His name is Adolf Hitler.
Righto. Well, I'll have a quick word with the old producer. Where are you up in heaven, by the way, JRR? I've not bumped into you.
Well, you know the NCP car park.
Oh, I know the place. Yeah.
Yeah, by Argos in the shopping centre. There's flats around the corner there. I live in the house near those flats, near the roller skating rink. I'm down there on Tuesdays with John Betcherman.
John Betcherman there. Wonderful. Oh, that's such a shame because on the old Tuesdays, I'm down roller disco with Bob Todd.
Bob Todd's roller disco is the best in town. I can never make it because I'm roller discoing. I'm in roller skating.
You're roller skating there, yeah. Well, I tell you what, maybe we could meet up afterwards for a lovely can of Umbongo, or maybe a nice can of Quattro or Sprite, which, of course, in heaven is free of charge, fat and sugar free.
I'd love that, Terry.
well,
Honestly, I'd love that. Come.
Well. Tell you what, we'll stay in touch. I'll open up the old holy Rolodex, and I tell you what, as far as I'm concerned, J.R.R. Tolkien, you're a heavy pencil. I'll just say that. Anyway, Tchaikovsky's, honestly, he's given me the old word there. I've got to go, so I'll see you a bit later if I've got the chance. Avanti!
And appearing tonight on
Blankety blank,
Blankety blank,
David Hamilton,
blankety blank,
June Whitfield,
blankety blank,
Derek Nimmo,
blankety blank,
Wendy Richards,
blankety blank,
blankety blank,
Kenny Everett, Sally James, and here's your host on Terry Wogan.
Bye, Terry.
Bye, Terry. Bye, JR.
Bye, Terry. Bye, Terry.
Bye, Terry. Bye, JR. Talking. We've got a new viewer this week. Thank you, everybody, to Paul Savage. He says, "Help, I'm new."
Hi, help, Paul Savage. New I'm.
Hi, Paul Savage.
It's lovely. Paul Savage, where are you viewing from? Because we know everything about the fucking 28 people who watch this show.
We do. We know their leg sizes. We know their feet sizes, and most importantly, we know what they like.
So whilst Paul Savage reveals his locale, John, I immediately have to fill up, which is terrible.
You go.
So
I'll
early
talk
into
to
the
Paul
show.
Savage.
Regale them with tales.
I will.
of, your adventures in Arabia.
Oh, I'd love to. Hi, everybody. Paul, you're from Dundee. A Dundee native, as they like to say in Dundee. Come in so they might know you. All right, stop going on about there's only 67 people watching. Jesus Christ. Top John Rain voices. 5. Johnny Rotten. I don't do Johnny Rotten. Welsh people, guilty. Marlon Brando, yes. John Lennon and Strainer, number 1. You and me is Cosmo and Dibs. That's true. Cosmo! I used to like doing that. Imagine if all the remains of 2020 are the JP Special Archives, and in 3020 they dig them up from the time capsule. They'd be pleasantly surprised about how civilized and sophisticated we are. John, what did Paul do when you met for drinks? We went to a pub. Oh, I should post a picture, but you've all seen it. We actually met in real life, and it was odd because I haven't physically seen him since about February. It was like seeing a small shrew in a woodland. John does a good impression of Sean Connery. I do. Yes. Sean Connery. Yes. Sean Connery eating a bagel. Oh, she's nice.
Yeah.
She's nice. She's a nice bagel.
Everyone can do Sean Connery, can't they? He's one of those most people can do.
Gospel. Can you recommend any good hotels in Edinburgh, Paul Savage? I know someone who runs a hotel in Edinburgh.
Is Paul Savage from Edinburgh?
No, he's from Dundee. As they say in Dundee, hello. In Edinburgh, there's a sophisticated hotel, sort of the most sophisticated and revered clientele.
Mm.
All covered in spunk. To be fair, John's Connery is a banger. Thank you, Dan.
Gosh.
John, have you met any?
Hang on. Something just ended. Something goes Star Trek.
They're having a conversation. I interrupted it.
Okay, that's fine. I just saw Star Trek.
John, have you met any Bonds? Can't remember what you said. I've never met a Bond. No.
You've never met a Bond?
No.
Yeah.
I'd like to one day. I'd like to meet Timothy Dalton.
Wasn't Bob Hones from Blockbuster James Bond on the radio. Back in way back when?
Yeah.
And Ian Fleming genuinely thought that Sid James could have been in with a shout because he absolutely adored him.
Wow. Wheezing Pod is great. Tom's laugh is very loud. It is.
He does have a very loud
It's a
laugh.
joy to make Tom laugh, let's be honest. What do you
Yeah.
think about Bradley Walsh hosting the new Blankety Blank?
No.
He should stay where he belongs, in that TARDIS.
He's already doing Tipping the Velvet or whatever that fucking show's called. So
Darling
he
Bud
doesn't.
May.
Yeah, he's already doing that. You don't need to do Blankety Blank.
No.
I won't have it.
No. Claire briefly said hi to George Lazenby at Comic Con. Was he having a knee tremble in one of your rooms? Could happen. Which Star Trek character would Paul like to be? I reckon Spock.
No, I'd like to be Bones because he's always incandescently angry. And the first thing he always wants to do is often have a drink.
Guess who I'd like to be?
Uhuru.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, you can see it now. Look.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Mott.
No.
Yeah, he's the barber on the Enterprise.
No, I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a clue.
All right.
His was the most human.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know if the viewers experienced the same thing, but you cut out during that impression. So all I got was
I'll do it again. Okay, I'll do it again. This is the clue. His was the most human.
You want to be Kirk?
Yes.
You ain't being Kirk, mate.
I'm
sorry,
Kirk.
There's not Kirk material from what I'm seeing.
I would say.
I'm really sorry.
I tell you what, this is my parameters. This is my strict rider.
That makes my Willie, by the way, when he does that in the film. You know, just, I don't like to lose. And then Spark, are you ready? And the music goes yabba dabba dabba, yabba dabba dabba, yabba dabba dabba, yabba dabba dabba. It sounds a bit like holidays are coming, holidays are coming. The Coke advert is really eerily similar, but it's not because Star Trek 2 was done way before that. But it's
I want
so
to be
good.
Kirk, but only in Wrath of Khan.
Oh,
what
a place to live. No, you be the guy just after they do the Kobayashi Maru test, where Kirk meets Spock in the sort of like waiting room outside, and there's a guy with a futuristic space hoover. That's where I see you.
Wait a minute.
You're doing the hoovering.
No. Your Bones. And I'm an intergalactic character.
Yes, you are.
I am deeply unimpressed by that. Can I be Kirk? Because then we could recreate the scene where it's Kirk's birthday and Bones brings him Romulan ale. And eyeglasses.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
I'm allergic. I'm allergic to rednecks. That's what he says to me.
Because then you could wear those natty half fabric, half leather trousers that he's got on.
Oh, beautiful leather.
They're like lederhosen that have been like sealed with lava onto trousers. Paul would be Khan.
No. Oh, I'd love to be fucking Khan. I mean, who wouldn't?
To tell you, would be a good Khan.
Go on.
Dan Mersh.
Yeah, he'd be a good Khan.
And I think Jeremy would be a very good Spock.
Yeah, Jeremy would be a good Spock. Yeah. Yeah, well, he's
logical.
Which is why I'm going to be Bones.
Oh. And when we do our live Star Trek show, right, you'll come on and you'll be like, damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor. Jeremy will come on and say, this is not logical. I remember you. Dan will come on and say, from hell's heart, I stab at thee. And I'll come on.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I don't like that Dan's coming on and quoting Khan and not Kirk, but I'll leave that there.
I said he was Khan.
Oh, that's fine then. Right. Okay.
But I'm a bit upset because I think we're good friends. But you've given me a role as a man who works a Hoover.
It's a very vital role.
Well, I tell you what. What you just said there was unexpected.
Oh!
I'm still really cross.
Don't be cross. Don't be cross. Honestly,
Oh, cross.
Future Hoover is anyway. It's Tales Unexpecto.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, and you all know, but we managed to ram raid
Don't
Roald
tell
Dahl-
me we ram raided it. Jesus.
Roald Dahl's wanking booth, stroke, come shed, come safety area.
Come shed.
It's come. And we found an endless weighty tome that we had to prise the pages open with a cricket bat. And we found thousands of stories that nearly made it to Tales Unexpected, but didn't quite for legal reasons. And we've got some more of them again. Who's going to kick off this time, Jonathan?
Who went first last time? It was me, wasn't it? So you should go first.
I'll kick off. Are you ready? This tale, and this is just grab you by the spine and shake you all around. This is called Slay It with Flowers. Anyway, are you with flowers? Short-sighted, romantic Aubrey replicant thinks he's ordered his wife a dozen red roses from Interflora, but in fact, he's delivered her a dozen hitmen from Interpol.
I mean, that's terrifying.
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Because that could happen.
Yeah. I mean, after this, I really want Nick Ross to come up and go, don't have nightmares.
Yeah. Anyway, this one's called Pray Away. TV evangelist Juniper Calhoun knew she'd made a mistake as soon as she'd done it. As she stepped from the stage and addressed the camera in ancient Aramaic, she accidentally tripped, and by doing so, it caused her to say the wrong incantation. Suddenly, the room fell into darkness, and her co-host, Floppy Welk's arsehole exploded, and his cold dog ran up his flaming penis.
Deary, deary, doe.
Terrifying.
What a predicament.
Mm.
Well, this one is called Randy Daniels. Malcolm Calcium. Malcolm Calcium frantically writes a furious letter to the Magician's Circle, complaining about what happened to his wife when she volunteered to help the magician with a trick. She was prepared to go up onto the stage to be licked in half.
I can't imagine
Poor
anything worse.
poor Malcolm Calcium.
Malcolm Calcium. Bless him. I'll have to look in the papers next week to see if it's in there. This one's called Watered Down. Deep sea diver Gorgon Hullaby had seen it all. He'd overseen many underwater salvages and even ventured deeper than anyone ever in a manned submarine. However, on this fateful day, his eyes were drawn to something he'd never seen before. Something supernatural. A fish with his face was swimming in his direction. And it had a gun.
Jesus H. Corbett. That's frightening.
Mm.
Well, this very, very strange spooky tale is called Knit One, Drop Bum. I know, wow. Miriam Pettyfaloo. Miriam Pettifaloo accidentally downloads a knitting pattern off the dark web and ends up crotcheting the ghost of Harold Shipman on a lion.
I mean, that could happen.
I mean, wow. That
Oh.
don't have nightmares.
No, God, Jesus Christ. This one is called Taxi. Sorry, this one's called Taxi.
Taxi.
Taxi driver Nemo Fabergé was coming to the end of his long shift. He'd been on since 10 p.m. and it was now coming up to 3 a.m. He thought just one more fare should do it for today, so he could get back to his warm and comfortable bed. As he drew round the corner into a darkened street, there was a figure underneath a dimly lit lamp with its hand stretching outward. As Nemo Fabergé drew to a halt, he caught the face of the mystery passenger, and his very bones shivered in fright. It was the face of Derek Nimmo mid-vinegar stroke, and his body was all cocks.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, dare we continue? I mean, people must be so frightened now.
Derry Lee, we may continue.
This fourth tale from myself is called the Browning version. Which
Oh,
we've heard before.
yeah.
Frank and Kathleen Video.
Yeah.
Frank and Kathleen Video are on holiday in Turkey. Their plans are somewhat hampered when Kathleen gets a rather painful sting from a jellyfish. Frank immediately springs into action, remembering that there's something that you can do to help. What is it? What is it? In his confusion, he gets it wrong, and he's arrested by the local authorities for shitting all over his wife in a public beach.
I mean, that's terrifying.
Mind robbing.
Mind robbing. This one's called Wish You Were Fear? So I need a drink before I read this one.
Wish you were fear?
Yeah. Coach driver Hercules Woolworths was taking.
Oh, God.
was taking a party of OAPs to Clacton through daybreak. Yeah, it was a trip he'd made hundreds of times before, but today was to be very different. For as he entered a tunnel, he was surrounded by darkness, and it became very clear that things had changed.
Oh, no.
Instead of a coach filled with jaunty OAPs, it was now full of 10 bank robbers in a car,
Of course.
and they had a right big old pair of tits.
Oh, I mean, it goes right through you, doesn't it?
Mm,
It goes right
yeah.
through you.
Yeah.
Well, my last one is called Snow Shite.
Yeah.
Snow White accidentally gets lost whilst walking through the forest and ends up living in a rundown cottage with 7 dwarves. Oh, their names? Stalky, Psychopath, Mafia, AIDS, Vegan, Coma, and Cunt.
AIDS. AIDS, the dwarf.
That's one of them's called Vegan. Oh,
Yeah, that's fine, but AIDS, I mean, I'm guessing he was the
Stalker.
quiet one.
Storky and Mafia, they were horrible. Oh,
Mafia. I mean, yeah. I mean,
yeah, nightmare. No, it's been in the family.
oh, you can stay here, but we have to all kiss you.
Do you
My
have any-
last tale is
Do
called
you have any Coleman's mustard? No, go on. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Gardeners Question Crime. Gardener Percy Orgasm was inspecting a corner of his garden that had recently been uncovered, but his shed was struck by lightning. There, beneath the broken cement and overgrown brambles, was a boarded up well. He felt worried as he removed the first few boards, and he should have, as before he could say, "Fuck my mum," a well devil appeared and pushed a garden gnome right up his arsehole.
Ooh. Well, there you have it, folks. More
Oh.
tales of the unexpected.
Well, there won't be next week, of course.
No, I'm away again.
Paul's going on holiday again, everyone.
Well,
Well, not holiday, away.
Holiday. Well, it's sort of. I'm going back to Slovakia, where my partner's from. But looking at the news, I genuinely not sure when I'll be back. But
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
Next week, I will be joined, I can exclusively reveal, by Dan Thomas and Dean Burnett for another JDD special.
Ah, lovely. That's really
Oh.
lovely of them to do so. And I'll try and have a look in if I can.
Do they still have Looking in Slovakia? I thought that magazine had stopped years ago.
I'm not sure about the internet over there as well. We just have very powerful onion. So we'll see what happens.
There we go. So that's comments say, what?
What?
What? Again?
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Absolutely unacceptable.
Yeah, that's
Anyone
fine.
would think this show was not good with just me and some other people. No.
Who knows? Who knows?
Comrade Burnett live from the USSR. Interesting. Excuse me. Yeah. Good to see Dangerfield again.
What, Rodney?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Dean did Rodney Dangerfield. I forgot. Yeah, we need a JDDP.
Oh, yeah, maybe we can make that happen at some point.
I worry about having 4 people.
Really?
Well, remember, when we have 3 people, it's quite difficult sometimes, but it might work. It might work. Has Putin given Dean clearance to appear again? Yes. Dan says Brangerfield. That's what he was. He was Rodney Brangerfield because Dean is a brain doctor, brain
yes,
expert.
so I've been led to believe.
Yeah. So anyway, shite on a horse. They were scary.
They were. Thank you very much, Lizard Monkey.
AIDS like to play with the electrics until one day he touched an open wire in his nose. Live AIDS.
Thank you, Edward Llewellyn. That's a very nice pun.
I think I've met AIDS the dwarf in a pub in
let's
Doncaster.
not go down an AIDS cul-de-sac, please.
I immediately want those dwarves on my wall.
Dear.
Worst dwarf, AIDS or vegan?
All I'm going to say is one gave something to the other, but I'm going to say no more.
And our new viewer, Paul, says, my favourite is Mafia.
Yeah, Mafia. Mafia's, you can have a quiet word with Mafia. And then you can have a
These-
long cry.
Those titted robbers is the stuff of nightmares. I tell you, those bank robbers in a car, they don't want to leave it alone, do they?
They are everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
10 bank robbers in a bloody car.
It'll be 11 next time, I reckon.
Crap.
If my unoriginal writing is anything to go by.
Hang on, you won't be doing them next week, will you?
I said next time.
Oh, next time. You can do, obviously, some of these features that we do on JDD, or is that you don't want to
It
cross?
would feel like cheating on my.
Is it like Ghostbusters? You don't want to cross the streams.
Yeah, well, me, Dean, and Dan have got other things going on, exciting features that will
You've got
happen.
your own fucking stuff to deal with.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair enough. What I'm really looking forward to when I go to Slovakia is there's a village close to the town where my partner's from, which is called Hell. And it's this idyllic little village with this amazing pub that sells amazing Czech beer for like 90p. It's fucking amazing.
Oh, can you take me with you?
Yeah, you can come, mate. Honestly, the flight's super cheap.
Can we do it
Good,
live from
genuine.
Slovakia?
Yeah, genuinely, you can come. There's room. You'll be more than welcome.
That'd be wonderful.
Yeah, you should come over. And the only way to get to hell is by catching the bus. It's slightly too far a walk. It's about 5 mile walk. It's nice in the summer, or even dead of winter in Slovakia, when it's like -22 and snowy and amazing. You can do a big like Christmas. We've done it a few times, like Boxing Day, because they don't have Boxing Day over there. So you go on a big tramp through the woods, across all the dales and the hills and all that, and then we end up in the
tramp
pub.
through the woods.
Yeah, we do. He's like, get off of me, ski, or whatever he says.
Get off me, ski.
Get off my skis.
I am not a ski.
I'm trying to go home. But the point is, we catch the bus, and the bus in Slovak is called the Slovak Automotive something, and it's called SAD. So quite often we'll take the SAD bus to hell.
I like that.
It's time to get the SAD bus to hell.
Will John ever get a Friday night off? No.
No, never.
Because I run the machine that makes this work.
You are.
I mean, Dan could probably do it. But Dan's very technical.
Is he?
Yeah.
What? Technical what? Like Tron or Robocop?
Well, he introduced us to StreamYard, didn't he?
Is Dan Automan?
Dan is Automan. Selfishly, I don't want John to have Friday night to himself. Entertain me.
That's fair enough.
I am very entertaining.
Make us laugh, boy.
John runs the internet. Oh, Paul's been here 5 minutes and he thinks he can say that. Can guarantee Dan has stayed at Claire's hotel. That is true because Dan is a mere husk of a man. He went in for bed and breakfast and he came out with no breakfast and all bed. That doesn't work at all.
And crabs.
And crabs. Yes. Shall we do another feature?
We could do a feature.
We could do another exciting game of Please can you tell me who the fuck is that? Yeah. It's good to talk. Still wonderfully sponsored by British Telecom.
Did it show?
It's good to talk. It's good to phone me, fuck me, come in my face and hang up. This week, if you're not aware, if you've never watched, for instance, Paul Savage, who is new to these here parts, is not aware of the rules. The rules are such. Where's the phone numbers? Well, funny you should ask. Call now, 0898 50 50 50. Calls cost 87 pence per second. Please ask permission of the bill payer before you phone in. Remember, don't phone in. It's just for fun. But if you do phone in, all profits will go to
the Leslie Ash Memorial Wisdom Fund.
Yeah, she's not dead. She just loves wisdom. Anyway, I should say before we carry on, what the rules are of who the fuck is that? If you've not played before, like Paul Savage, I pick up lookalikes from lookalike agency websites, and you
pick them up.
Oh yes, and you have to guess who they are. But before I start this evening, I should tell you what we're playing for tonight. We are playing for a trip to here. Welcome to the journey of a lifetime. That's right, Parker. Why not hitch up your wagon and horses to paradise on Earthland, where you can dance to the house band who are called Jade Twimpet and the Clap Clappers. Look at these folks and that cowpoke, all having fun. Paradise on Earth, they're saying. Here, if you mosey on down to paradise on Earth, you earn yourself a reward. I don't know who he is. Book now to avoid disappointings. There we go. That's what we're playing for.
Tell you what, you should go. I mean, if you happen to be there tomorrow night's the best night down there. It's Cardigan night.
Also, the house band tomorrow night are Hoogans and the Hoogans.
Oh, they're brilliant. They're
They're
brilliant.
really good. They
Yeah.
do wonderful songs.
But
Anyway,
don't go on Monday because that's more for the kids because they've got a band on called Shattered Massacre.
Shattered Massacre, who of course used to be Napalm Death.
Yeah. Or Kajagoogoo. One of the two.
John had a wild night at that party. I know. I have the photos. Claire, do not judge me alongside the extraordinary clientele that's at your hotel, Claire's father.
The talent.
This evening we are playing Who the Fuck Is That? So the rules are as such. I draw up a celebrity. Paul goes first, and then I ask you lovely ladies and gentlemen in the comments. So Paul, please can you tell me who the fuck's this?
Gladly.
Hmm.
Okay. Gosh. It seems blindingly obvious. Like it should obviously be
Someone in the comments has it.
of course they do. Because I think whoever they are, they do slightly look a bit like them. But I don't know who it is. I don't want to say Noel Gallagher because that'd be awful.
You would be correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
It is in course. Don't want to wear no mask, Noel Gallagher.
No Gallagher.
I went into Selfridges and I had and no one made me put a mask on. Thanks, Noel. You're a real hero.
Yeah.
Next one for the comments. Who the fuck is this?
Jesus Christ. Lovely flock wallpaper there.
Isn't it? Oh.
It's not only wallpaper, it's been our text to fuckery.
I'd walk in that house. And the first thing I'd say was,
Oh, what a beautiful hallway you've got.
Oh, it's so lovely. The answer is by Jock. It's Robert Downey Jr. Of course.
It's not Robert Downey
It's
Jr.
Shut. It's
not.
Robert Downey
It's
Jr.
not.
It is.
It's Mafia Max Headroom, if it's anything.
I like that. 'Cause
Jeez.
that sounds like you've got a stutter. It says Mafia Max.
£40.
Paul, who's this?
Well, that's obvious. That is, of course. No, this opens a whole. I want to say Leonard Nimoy, but I won't.
Not Leonard Nimoy. No.
Is it? Oh, do you know what? I'm not going to go there because this is a cul-de-sac of potential racism.
Edward's right. It's Idris Elba, of course.
Oh my fucking god! It's not.
The one and only Idris Elba.
It's
Idris,
not.
can you come to my party this Saturday? My wife's a huge fan.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. Next one for the comments. Who the hell is this? Who is it? Come on.
He's drinking lemon and lime, which is
Oh.
which this celebrity always does. There's a clue for you.
Who is this? Correct. It's Jamie Lang from Thing.
Who's Jamie Lang?
My name is Chelsea, whatever it's called. Paul. Who's this?
No. Who's that?
Who's that? Who is it? Who's that?
It's got
It's not a
Havana
mobile
Club.
phone.
He's got Havana Club rum next to him.
He's got a mobile phone. He looks important.
Got a
Who is
mobile phone. He's like a sort of Alan Sugar character, isn't he?
He's more like Steve Saccharin.
It's, Nick Ross from Crime What? No.
No. It's not Ralph Fiennes. A few people have got it.
Starring Ray Fiennes.
Tell me, Ray Fiennes, what was it like being in?
There's a genuinely tiny touch, which is not on purpose, but there's a little touch if you look closely of Rick Mail in him.
Yeah.
But that's not who he's supposed to be.
No,
So no, I'm afraid I don't know. I have no idea.
it's Martin Kemp.
No, see, it's not Martin Kemp. It's not Martin Kemp.
Not Martin Kemp, is it?
No, it's more fucking Martin fucking Muggeridge than Martin fucking Kemp.
Ladies and gents of the comments, please can you
Gee.
tell me who the...
Yeah. Oh, that's so obvious.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. I mean, that's so obvious. He does actually look a bit like him.
I think it's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, this is not a bad looky likey.
Once you know it's Brad Pitt.
Yeah, yeah. Once you know you're looking at Lenny Kravitz, it all falls into place. Of course
Even
it is.
Paul Savage knows who it is.
Yeah, it's Tony Robinson.
Tony Robinson.
Robinson.
Good. Paul, please can you... It looks like he's expecting a tennis ball back from an upper window.
Is it supposed to be Ben Affleck?
No.
Oh, okay. Is the oh, well, then I have no idea, because to me it's Ben Affleck.
It is, of course, as I live and breathe, Peter Andre. Iceland's favourite, Peter Andre.
What the fuck? It's not Peter Andre.
It is. Iceland's favourite.
Why is he in a cagoule and
He's saying, excuse me, mate, can I have my tennis ball back?
Bonza?
Sponsor to catching me tennis ball. Can I have it back, please? No, there's no dangerous animals in Kent.
Fair dinkum.
Fair dinkum, mate. You keep the tennis ball, I'll buy another.
That's not a lookalike. This is a lookalike.
Look-alike. It's for washing your backside, right?
Jesus.
Yeah. No,
Wow.
not Jesus. Last one for everyone in the comments.
Who the fuck be these?
Who that? I might keep her there. She's got a nice border between you and I, Paul.
Yeah, it's like she's in a cavity wall, but she's really happy.
She looks like she's chaperoning you.
Oh, it looks like she's keeping us on the straight and narrow.
Not Beep Halfords.
It's not Beep Halford's dad.
But, you know, Beep Halfords might be back one day.
You never know.
You
We
never know.
might know more of Beep Halfords. And I tell you what, it's not what you're expecting.
It's not Chrissy Hine. Good guess. It's not Linda Cardellini. Oh, I wish it was. I'd like to give her a kiss on her Velma. It's not Susie Quattro. It's not the last. Well, technically, it's the last from that thing, but it's not who you think.
Is it Carol Vorderman?
No.
All right.
I'll give you a clue. It's an actress that's been in a Hollywood movie.
Oh, is it Sally Gun? No, it's not Sally Gunnell.
Not Sally Gunnell.
Is it I'll Have What She's Having? Is it Meg Ryan?
No.
Oh. Is it Jennifer Aniston?
No. I'll give you a clue.
All right.
She doesn't do a lot of films, but two of her films. I will say this. Hang on a second.
Shit.
I'll say this. Hang on.
Go on.
I want to do this properly, so give me a second. You'll have to fill while I do this.
All right. Well, why? What are you doing? Are you putting special effects on your voice?
Sort of.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. Oh, I know what you're going to do. Exterminate. It's Davros.
Here we go. Se essere una tormenta. I'll say it properly again. Se essere una tormenta.
Oh, that should help.
That helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, oh, God, yeah.
No one's got it.
Someone will get it. Surely.
This will be my clue, but as soon as I say this, about 1 million people will get it. Ready?
All right. Just say who it is,
Ready?
and then we'll get it.
Se essere una tormenta. Brackets, a storm is coming.
Oh. No idea.
Se essere una tormenta. I'm looking at the comments. Someone's going to jump in with it because someone's going to be a clever bastard.
Is that the old lady in the first of the new Star Wars who goes, better get in, Annie?
No.
Spanish Janet.
Yes, it's that woman.
Better get in, Annie. That's what she says. She goes, better get in, Annie.
Claire, as I live and breathe, has got it. Linda Hamilton.
It's Linda Hamilton. Oh, all right. Yeah,
It's
if you say
Linda
so.
Hamilton. Brackets, it's not. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again. And Paul Savage, as one of our new viewers.
Yes, thank
You
you,
have
Paul.
now experienced a wonderful, insightful, beautiful episode of Please Can You Tell Me Who the Fuck Is That? Yeah. It's good to talk. Beautiful. Man and machine working in perfect action. I believe they call it ergonomics.
They do. Home economics, they call it.
Home economics. You know the first thing I made for home economics?
I was going to
Pineapple-
say, what? Go on.
Pineapple upside down cake.
Fuck me, you were way more advanced. Do you know what the first thing we made in home economics?
Well, you're in
Cheese on toast.
Oh, you're in Plymouth, so
Yeah.
probably
Cheese
more
on toast.
essential because you'll all be fishing and stuff. And you've been at the sea all day. Would you like cheese on toast or a pineapple upside down cake?
Well, one of them is witchcraft, and the
Hmm.
other one is my hat. So we didn't mind.
No, we didn't. We didn't mind. Well, you didn't mind. I grew up in, of course, Watford, where everything was beautiful.
You should have grown up in Plymouth, mate. It was amazing. We had the sea.
Yeah,
We had the moors.
yeah.
We could go and have a wank on the moors. No one would know. No one would see you. We had lakes, forests, trees, sea, and we had Cornwall that we could gob at.
Right. I had. Right. We hated Luton. Right.
Right?
And I had a shopping centre called the Harlequin.
You know, I mean, you didn't have fucking Trago Mills, did you?
No, I didn't have Trago Mills.
No, you fucking did
But-
not.
I also had Elton John was my homeboy,
Yeah, but you also had Ricketts and Berry Berry
and George Michael.
and George Michael. Yeah, who would crash
Very,
into your
very, of
room.
course, for the backing singers in Wham.
They were.
Uh,
You went with it and you continued, and that's
I
what
went with
matters
it.
about you.
You know what? I thought
Went with it.
I kept thinking of the end of Star Wars. You know,
Yeah.
you have to have a shot, don't you?
You better watch the end credits, Andy.
I mean that. You know what I love about you is that you remember that woman as much as I do, and I find her really funny.
My favourite bit of the entire
Yeah.
film.
You better get inside, Annie. The storm's coming.
It doesn't say it like that. Better get in there, then. It's like this old crone who's like picking up like she sells sand, and they're all like,
Have you seen
so,
the deleted scene?
no place is fucking sand. Why do I want much? Go buy me fucking sand, lucky sand.
Have you seen the deleted scene from the Phantom Menace?
No, I fucking have not.
There's a bit where she's got two sand people. Like, better get inside, Ali.
Oh, she's right tugging off sand people.
Tugging off two sand people, and they're going.
They're going.
Beautiful
Okay.
scene.
You don't want to watch the finale to this, Annie. Better get inside.
This one's called Phantom. This one's called Menace.
I'll be covered in bantha poodoo in 2 seconds. Better get inside, Annie. Disgusting.
And then it cuts to Sir Bulba watching. Who's a Doug, of course. Which is what Australians call a dog.
Do they?
Oh.
Oh, wow.
My favourite... Oh, yeah, God, Claire's dad's watching. Sorry, Claire's dad. My favourite bit about Return of the Jedi when you watch the Disney Plus version is they've put a Sir Bulba in it now.
Oh,
When-
no.
when they're at
What,
Jabba's
Return of the
palace.
Jedi?
In Jabba's palace, there's a Sir Bulba.
Oh, he just sort of skulks past, doesn't
He
he?
skulks past and walks down the stairs. It's like... Why?
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. But is it supposed to be him or just a member of his race?
It's supposed to be a Doug.
Oh, okay.
What are we doing? I had a really interesting thing to say until you distracted me about better get inside, Annie.
Right. Well,
I've forgotten it
can't-
now.
you can't recall it.
No, because I got distracted by a storm's coming, Annie.
Better get inside, Annie. It's like a minute and the camera never moves.
Jar Jar pokes his head out and goes, "How rude!"
Yeah, and Annie goes, "Yippee!"
And then his mother goes, "I'm going to get raped to death by sand people."
Yeah,
Yeah,
and she goes, "Yippee!"
it's good that he found her just before she died, though, isn't it?
Very lucky. But then he goes on the rampage, doesn't he? Because he kills younglings.
And then he says to Amidala,
They
whatever
killed
she's called,
younglings.
he says, "I killed them all, women, men, children," and she should go, "I don't think I want to go out with you anymore." I mean, technically, one murder you could probably overlook, but you've committed genocide, and I don't know if I can go out with you anymore.
Yeah. And you've
And in
killed
episode three, she's all like, "Oh, I'm so in love." And it's like, you murdered an entire tribe of women and children.
Yeah, but
That's like if they did a
oh yeah,
sequel.
hang on. Yeah.
If they did a sequel to Des, where Nielsen fell in love with Sam Fox. She's
With
like,
Linda
"I'm
the
so in
Scientist.
love," and he's like, "By the way, I did. Not only was I Doctor Who, but I also murdered lots of homeless men.
And also Betty Boo.
I'm doing the do."
With Betty Boo. Hang on, that's an entire comedy routine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there you go.
I'll do my Barry Took. Anyway, we are a packed show this evening. We got lots to do, so maybe we should put in another Blankety Blank.
Oh.
Do you think?
Well, I don't see why not, John.
Or do you want to do your drawings?
Oh, I see. Is that what it's come down to? They're just called my drawings.
Your psychic investigation.
John.
Yes.
No, I tell you what, we will do my fucking drawings. Okay, so week in, week out, we've been trying to establish some form of psychic bond.
Uh-huh.
It's safe to
We're
say
this close, by the way.
we are literally within a gnat's crotchet of being literally like two men docking through glory holes, but in the mind. We've come close. We've had, and I said to John, I think the reason why we keep coming up with different things, and some have said really woefully different things that apparently have crushed a few people's childhoods. And again, I'm never going to apologize for that, because as a psychic, I pick up, I should say, on the brain waves, on the psychic energy that is emitting from John's chakras. And he just did a lovely impression of a chakra there. We've come close. We've had a few mistakes. We've learned a lot of lessons. That's the most important thing. And I said to John, let's not do live drawing at the same time. Let's do something at the same time, but we did it this morning.
Yeah.
We didn't show each other what it was. And I said, let's make it easy. Let's make it really easy. I just said, think of a movie. Now, it could be the poster of the film. It could be the star of the film. It could be an iconic image. Think of the Death Star in the first Star Wars film. Think of the pram in The Untouchables. Think of all the alien in Aliens bursting at the chest, or even the egg thing, which is in Space No One Can Hear You Scream. Just think of an iconic image to do with film, television. Doesn't matter. Just think of that. Now, a few of you are going to go, Paul, you're cheating, because you know John really well, and you know that he's going to draw some of his favorite films. Now, I've already said to John, you cannot draw your two favorite films. So we're not going to have any pictures from Never Say Never Again and How Stella Got Her Groove Back. No. So
Annoying, because I'm really good at drawing them.
I know, and you draw them every day, and they get better and better and better.
They get
And some
better
of
and
them-
better.
I know, and some of them are going to be sold soon for upwards of £22. However, I said to John, think of a film, really think of a film, or a character in a film, an icon of a film, a poster of a film. It doesn't matter. Just think films and movies. And you drew your picture, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so John,
Yeah.
because I already know what you're going to
Yeah.
show us what I. No, go on, no. Show us what I knew you were going to draw and did do and draw and do. Jaws.
Yeah.
Gosh, a little
It's
bit
not.
closer, a little bit closer. Yeah. It's all there. It's
Yeah.
all there. It's all there.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's
So
good.
what have you done? What have you done? Is it close?
Well, close is a word that we bandy around a lot, isn't it?
So is it like Jaws 2?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, let's say that because actually first of all, because we did it exactly at the same time at 10 a.m. this morning.
10
And
a.m.
when you started drawing, I immediately picked up an image, so I started drawing it, which was Columbo, but he's got a glass arso for an eye. But you'll be glad to know that Columbo's glass arso eye I abandoned.
Right. Good.
Because I went, actually,
so you
no.
don't like Jaws 3, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe more in just in the way that maybe more Jaws the Revenge.
That's fine. I mean, it works. This means we're getting closer. That's good.
Okay, well, let's see just how close. Let's just see how close we got. Okay, well, I went for the usual suspects with the Teletubbies, and then I realised that there was one extra, so I popped in Inspector Gadget. I know it's not the same.
I mean, it's nothing like it, Paul.
It's not the same, is it?
No.
I do.
Look,
It's yeah.
I even did all the shading.
Look what I fucking did! I did fucking everything. I got all their costume colours right. Look at the fucking faces of the Teletubbies. Look at Inspector Gadget.
Sorry, the
He's
green
even
one.
got he's
The
even got
green
the
one.
hand.
The green one doesn't look well.
Well, these.
Sorry, are you saying that Inspector Gadget is Kevin Spacey?
Well, I realised that there were 5 characters and there's only 4 Teletubbies, so I had to fill him in with something, and for some reason
a little Hoover man.
I got Inspector Gadget.
Okay.
So
But
no, we didn't come close, did we? We didn't come close again.
No.
Columbo's glass arsehole eye, and fucking usual Teletubby suspects, and Inspector fucking Gadget.
Hey, hang on. As George White points out, Spielberg directed an episode of Columbo, so we might be.
Yeah, but I abandoned Columbo with his glass arsehole eye.
Uh-huh. Did Spacey do a
That's what I
Spielberg
thought you
film?
were doing. You don't know how long it fucking took me to get the fucking bloody height bit done properly.
I mean, this took me a while.
Yeah, there's fucking love in this. Oh, Christ, again. Oh, well, can't be helped. So, comments of Menti comment.
Jaws featured a managing shark. Spacey has been accused of. No, let's not go there. What does Inspector Gadget have? The Gamiami clearly would have the electric hand.
Well, yeah, he would, but he might have gone
Inspector
go
Gadget is the monster in that lineup.
Kaiser Soze hand.
Go Gadget Kaiser Soze.
Exactly.
Columbo looks like a Bond villain.
Do you think? Who's he trying to be? Yeah, no, I suppose.
I mean, the man with the golden arsehole eye.
No, it's glass arse.
Well, the man with the glass arsehole eye.
I really took time on the ring piece.
I mean, it shows. Edward offers an artistic note. They are both very well drawn, aren't they?
Thank you very much.
Look.
Yeah. No. He doesn't mean yours, John. He means these. Both are very
I mean,
well.
this looks like a movie poster that was taken down from Athena or something. Look, I've
This
even, got
took,
all I've even got the teeth.
look, this took fucking 10 minutes. Look at the detail in the costumes.
All right, tell me in the comments whose is better, my Jaws picture or Paul's Usual Suspects picture.
Right. I don't want to know.
Let's let the people decide. Like a doll's eye.
Yes.
Teletubbies was filmed in Amity Island. No, it wasn't Paul Savage. Oh, fuck. Where's that gone? The comments have jumped again, and I've lost it. Oh, fuck. Inspector Gadget is a nonce. We are not saying that. If you're listening,
No way.
do you remember there was
He's
that
not.
cartoon company in the 80s when the cartoon would finish, they'd go, it was called DIC. The cartoon would finish, and it would go, Dick.
No.
Always funny.
Inspector Gadget. Go, Gadget alibi.
If Kevin Spacey was in the water, all the kids would run out screaming too. That's a horrible thing to say about kids.
I met Kevin Spacey once.
We've had this story,
Yeah.
and we can't have it again.
We can't have it again. No,
Oh,
right.
go on, tell it again. It's good.
Oh, no, it's not that good actually. I just met him and I was drunk and I knocked his baseball cap off his head nearly and went, "See you later, space boy, spaceman,
Spaceman.
spaceman." Yeah.
If you had Inspector Gadget implants, what would you use first? Much like Desert Island Discs, I'm giving you a willy. Good, thank you. I'd like his helicopter hat. That was fun with the handle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He had a daughter, didn't he, Penny, and she had a dog.
Was it his niece?
Oh, it's his niece.
Yeah.
So he was
Penny
a
and
bachelor, Inspector
The
Gadget.
dog was called Fuckmouth.
Which is a completely different show. Dum da dum da dum. Inspector Fuckmouth.
Fuckmouth. If you had Inspector
Go,
Gadget, oh, no, I've done this one.
go.
Norton Cross's forehead is a terrifying baddie. That Jaws is brilliant, John. Thank you, Claire. See, look, it's fucking great. Shaded it and everything.
I'm sorry, but look at the individual character work I did. You look at the original poster, it's identical. Their arm gestures, everything.
See you later, future nonce. Cree Summers' first role was Inspector Gadget from the 80s. Little factory there, folks.
Brilliant fact, Wendy. Thank you. That's
Thanks,
a great
Wendy
name.
Young.
Cree Summers. That's a great name.
The usual U-Tree suspects. There you go. Look, Paul Savage is backing me up. Dick.
Oh, man.
John looks traced off the back of a box of How many fucking shredded wheats have got Jaws on it? Hey? Look at that shark. Terrifying.
Gosh, I remember when I was a kid that the back of cereal boxes would have like big pictures, and then inside the cereal was transfers that you could put onto the back.
My first memory of that is
Man.
the Octopussy one had little stickers in it you could stick on your...
Oh my God! What you had? Q flying in a hot air balloon.
I had James in his miniature plane that flies out of the horse's bum at the beginning.
Brilliant. Did you have the guy being chopped up by a big yo-yo seat?
Yeah, I had the Yo-Yo Man, and I had the crocodile as well.
Wow.
Can I point out that all of Paul's Teletubbies are pointing at their penises?
No,
Isn't that just the usual suspects?
were pointing at their penises. Not all of them. Only actually.
I heard Paul's Patrick knee for the first time yesterday and laughed my eyes out.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that's an ode sketch. Yeah.
It really took time on the ring piece. I heard that's the tune of I'm Getting Married in the Morning.
I really took time on the ring piece.
And hello, Juliet. Juliet's an old Twitter friend who's obviously decided to tune in this evening.
Oh, thank you so much, Juliet. That's really nice of you. I mean,
I've known Juliet on Twitter for about 10 years. It's mad.
Good Lord. There are other things you could do on a Friday, but I'm glad you chose us.
You know what? Because we've got such a packed evening and it's 10:30.
Oh, shit.
It might be time for another visit to Cloud9.
All right. I'll summon him.
And appearing tonight on
Blankety blank, blankety blank,
Billy Dainty,
blankety blank,
Janet Brown,
blankety blank,
Cyril Fletcher,
blankety blank,
Rula Lenska,
blankety blank, blankety blank,
Paul Daniels,
blankety blank,
Tessa Wyatt,
blankety blank, blankety blank, blankety blank,
and here's your host on Terry Wogan.
I spy with my little eye. Something beginning with Terry Wogan. Hello, it's Old Tell here. Back down once again from old Cloud N, open brackets INE, close brackets 9, for another game of the old Blankety Blank. We're playing Super Match here, but listen, I can't idle too long. Oh, no, no, no. Old Tell, I tell you what, he's getting basketball lessons. That's right, basketball lessons from none other than the NBA legend Kobe Bryant, who recently joined us, unfortunately, due to a horrendous accident. But he's up there now, and Old Tell and he got chatting over a latte on Cloud 9 one morning, and he says, Tell, let me teach you the old American basketball. So Old Tell's been joining in. I tell you what, he said to Old Tell that even though me old equipment has seen better days, he's more than happy to, oh Christ, he's more than happy to still slam dunk his dribble balls into Tell's old rusty hoop. Now, that aside, it's time for the old super blood match. You're right there, Dan. Touch of the old TV there.
Yeah.
Now, the first person to type in the following statement, Wogan's Wet Wasabi, gets to play the old super match. That's right, Wogan's Wet Wasabi. Whilst you're typing, I'll chat to someone that I've summoned, also from Cloud N, open brackets INE.
John Pertwee.
No, God Lord, no. It's old JF Kennedy himself. How are you, JFK?
Ich bin ein Blankety Blanker.
You're American, JFK.
That's right. The winner is... Hang on. It's jumped again. Why, it's Sarah P.
Sarah P was the first person to type in Wogan's Wet Wasabi. Well, Sarah, you get to be able to play the old super match with myself, Tell, and old JFK himself, the old headache himself.
Not what your Blankety Blank can do for you,
Here we go. But
but what you can do for your Blankety Blank.
I tell you what, JFK, before we play, any thoughts on who did it?
Who shot me?
There's the rub.
Yes, I have. I have a lot of thoughts about who shot me.
Oh, come on then, spill the beans.
It was 3 people.
3 people as I live and breathe. Name them, Kennedy.
Roy Hudd,
The old Hudster.
Jimmy Tarbuck,
Oh dear. Not only does he lift jokes, looks like he lifts bullets.
and Des O'Connor.
O'Connor himself. Good Lord. And he's still alive, keeping mum.
Hmm.
Tell you what, when he gets up here, I'll give him a right old grilling. No mistake. I'm sorry about that, JF of the K.
It happens.
Still, it's lovely up in heaven, isn't it?
Oh, wonderful, Terry.
You were playing
yesterday, you and I played golf all day.
Crazy golf as well.
It was when you started.
Oh, good old JF of the K. But listen, we can't stand here reminiscing. I've got to get up with old Kobe soon. So it's the super match. Let's have a look at the legend. Thank you, Eugene. The legend, of course, for Sarah P, is musical blank. Now, while Sarah P has a little thought, what say thee, JFK? Musical blank. And remember,
Well,
we really want Sarah P to get the 150 blanks.
Well, when I was in the White House, Terry. Sorry, Terrier. I was responsible for making sure that everybody had enough seats. So I will say musical chairs.
Musical chairs. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. So Sarah P, old JFK himself, has come up with chairs. And I tell you what, I'm going to go with an old memory of mine when old Tell was a young'un. Musical box. My mum used to have a box and used to open it And the beautiful sounds of Smack Me Bitch Up used to play. And that used to put old Tell to bed, even though technically it was in the past and the song hadn't been invented yet. But Sarah P has made her own choice. She's not going with anything that JFK and I have said. Sarah's going for musical skirting board. Musical skirting board there. Well, I'll tell you what, you've got just as much fucking chance as anyone. Let's find out how you go. For 50 blanks, it was, of course, Musical Uncle.
Terry, when I grew up in Boston, I had
What?
I had a musical uncle. He used to play the harmonica.
Anything else to add to that?
No.
Then shut the fuck up. Now, for 100 blanks. No, for 100 blanks. Come on, we're all crossing our fingers for you, Sarah. Sarah? Are you ready? For 100 blanks, it is, of course, and it's so obvious. Musical heiress.
Well, Terry, when I died,
you got a fucking story for everything, haven't you? No, go on.
when I died, my wife became married to Aristotle Onassis.
Jackie O.
And became a heiress of the oil company. So I understand that answer totally.
Wonderful stuff there, JFK. You know, sometimes you can only wish you might have been shot in the mouth. Now, for 150 blanks, fingers crossed, Sarah P. We're all here in the studio, bated breath, hoping it's musical skirting board. But no, unfortunately, you're so damn close. The most popular answer was, of course, musical denim.
Well, Terry,
for the love of...
when I was in Dwellis, on the day I died...
Dwellis, yeah.
Yeah, I went into a denim swap. Right. And I asked for a denim... musical denim jeans because I wanted to have music playing out of my dweens, and then I was assassinated.
Oh, there's more.
Later that way.
Later that way. Wonderful stuff. You know, there's a few people that could be typing. Shut the fuck up is what they're trying to say. But John, it's been an absolute revelation there. You've been an absolute.
Terry, it's been a pleasure to be here.
I tell you what, you're not from the Bronx and you don't have a lisp. You might want to think about that in the future. That's all I'm saying there. Anyway, Avanti!
And appearing tonight on
Blankety Blank, Blankety Blank,
Billy Dainty,
Blankety Blank,
Janet Brown,
Blankety Blank, Blankety Blank,
Cyril Fletcher,
Blankety Blank,
Rula Lenska,
Blankety Blank, Blankety Blank,
Paul Daniels,
Blankety Blank, Blankety Blank,
Tessa Wyatt,
Blankety Blank, Blankety Blank, Blankety Blank,
and here's your host on
Blankety Blank,
Terry Wogan.
Blankety Blank.
I can't tell you how much I hate seeing Paul Daniels with that moustache week in, week out.
I enjoy the Kenny Everett one, but not the Daniels. I'll have to change it. The trouble is, they're all Les Dawson after that, but I suppose it'll be all right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Everybody being mean about my JFK impression, which I thought was amazing. So,
pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Hey, really good. Sorry. I'm sorry, that's terribly rude. I've had a hell of a week. I'm tired.
You're reviewing the show that he's currently involved in. Now.
Yeah. We're out of features, by the way. We're have to just talk for 20 minutes.
Oh, shit.
So, when are you going to Slovakia?
Sunday. Ryan fucking Air, because that's the only people who fly to Bratislava. No one else.
So what, the day after tomorrow?
Literally, the day after tomorrow. I'm off. I'm off to Bratislava. It's an 80-kilometer jaunt to the town of Trenchin, which is very beautiful. Look it up. It's got a big fucking castle and it's got 70 million pubs. It's got like more pubs than people. So I'm
Okay.
looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward. No, I'm looking forward to all of it, but I'm not looking forward to what's going on in the world because I'm not sure if I'll be able to get back. Because I think it's all going to go to hell in a handcut again in about 4 or 5 days. So yeah, you might be doing a lot of JDD specials, or you might be doing a live link up to Slovakia.
I'll get some of the lads in the comments in.
We'll sort it out. Stop yawning,
Can't
Jonathan.
help it. I'm so tired.
Jonathan Frakes.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Lord.
No, that didn't happen. Paul Dennis says Lego hair, says Paul Savage. I hope you'll be back next week, Paul Savage.
Yeah, so do I.
Sarah says 3 fucking months I waited to have a pop at that. It was fine.
Hey, you did really well. Sarah, you did really well. You did really well.
Are we boring you, John? Are we boring you, John? No, you're not. I'm just tired because I'm an old man.
You said
Q&A.
a lot. Yeah, right. What, now? Q&A? Yeah, more than
Do
happy.
it. Do it.
Ask me anything.
On behalf of Ireland, oh, Jesus. I'm sorry, I've had a really stressful week and I think I'm just slightly switching off now.
Okay, well, that's fine. We're winding down.
My son had an operation, everybody, and it was stressful.
Yeah.
I'm available. Oh, hang on. I'm available for a small fee. Sure. You can pay whatever you want.
My favourite hat, I believe.
Also, to be back. Be back.
Fedora.
Good.
Fedora, to answer
Which
that
sounds like an onomatopoeia, doesn't it?
question. What does?
Fedora.
Fedora.
It sounds like an onomatopoeia, you know, like flip flop.
Sounded a bit like, do you remember Monkey used to have 2 different theme tunes? There aren't
Yeah.
many TV shows that have 2 different theme tunes. Howard's Way was one.
The Sweeney.
Sweeney was another. Monkey used to have it. The initial theme tune is stunning.
No.
Born from an egg on a mountain. But in the end, it used to be Indala, Indala, and it sounded like Fedora, Fedora.
Fedora. It's like Cheers did it as well.
Yes.
And
Now, come to think of it, there are loads of TV shows.
there were loads of TV shows that did that.
Yeah.
If you yawn too much, the ghost of Dennis Nilsson comes and plays you Brits 89. How horrifying.
Oh, imagine that.
Oh, John, thank you, Colin. I'm sorry. I'm going to do it again now. Jesus.
It's yawning again. Oh my
Oh,
God. Rain it
Christ
in.
alive. When has this ever happened?
This is
Sorry.
ridiculous.
The Ewoks cartoon did have 2 different themes. They did.
Oh, did
And
it?
my favourite insult from the Ewoks cartoon is they used to call each other Lurdo.
Oh, is that, and that was bad.
Oh, yes. The ultimate example, of course, the Hulk.
Fa, 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 fa.
You know, when I was little, I couldn't watch the beginning of the Hulk. It terrified me.
Right.
When you saw the change.
Mm.
Hmm.
It's time for the change.
Oh, of course, Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah.
Dad's
that-
Army had 2 different arrangements. Yeah, but you know.
The arrangement, shrangement. We're not talking about that. Talking about 2 independent themes for the same show.
As JFK would say, 2 totally different songs.
Summoning the old JFK there.
What's this? Dennis Waterman's theme tunes for the mind and new tricks are bangers. Yeah, he also did. Was it On the Up?
Yeah, I'm going to give you that on the up.
Yeah, with Joan Sims, of course, was in that.
Oh, was she? Brilliant.
Ah, yes, Red Dwarf, brilliant. Because you had the. It's
Mm.
cold outside. There's monkey jism everywhere.
Several
All
people,
alone.
maracas. And
Oh,
things.
there you go. Can Paul do an impersonation of John?
Yeah, easy.
Oh, that's mean. Because you're going to make me yawn again. That's mean. That is mean.
I'm so sorry, but come along now.
I want to know what John and Paul and John talked about in the pub. This has been in the comments, is because people had seen us physically interacting in a public house.
What? Who? Oh, I see. Yes. What did we talk about? The usual.
I have no idea.
Reggie Perrin for a bit.
parent about?
No lemons. Think we might touch no lemons, pardon the expression.
Mm-hmm.
We drank a lot of neck oil, I believe.
Neck oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I found out recently, the other day actually, the pub we were in was a 14-minute walk to Dennis Nilsson's flat.
Was it really?
Hmm.
I'm not going to watch this, whatever this is, because
Des.
it's ITV. Because
It's good though.
yeah.
Our friend Tony Way's in it.
Oh, that's good. Well, he's
Yeah.
great.
Hmm.
I didn't watch Broadchurch because it was ITV. I'm like, nah.
But that's got Doctor Who in it. It's got 2 Doctor Who's in it.
I used to judge other people's families according to the TV magazines they had because I was
I
always,
did a bit as well. If
You
they
were
had TV Times, I was a bit like,
yeah, exactly. We were always Radio Times on my
Mm.
insistence, even as a kid. Radio Times.
John and Paul meet in a pub a few days later, possible second lockdown. Cool, yeah.
No, but we were 2 meters apart. We
Yeah.
were both hog-tied in a papoose,
Mm-hmm.
and we were spun by the staff, so we could never be in the same place for more than a second. So it was all fine.
It was
Yeah.
funny. See, what was funny though is when I turned up and saw you sitting at this table,
Yeah.
I suddenly saw you in. I said this at the time. I saw you in 3 dimensions, which I'd not seen since February. And it was weird for a minute because I'm used to seeing you like this.
2D.
But you were suddenly 2D or not 2D, 3D. That is the question.
Yeah.
Whether it be nobler in the mind to drink neck oil or suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous public houses.
Outrageous Reggie Perrin. Yeah.
Because they had, do you remember they had the in and out system and then the out system got fucked within about
Oh,
30
it
minutes.
fucked very quickly, wasn't it?
Because
And
all these
also-
people congregated around the outs. We had to
And
all go in the end.
We hung around slightly too uncomfortably thinking there was table service and there wasn't. And we were, oh, you have to go in.
Actually go in.
You had to go in and order, which is fine, but there was no masks involved, and that was a bit tricky.
Sadly, live shows are out, I guess, but I enjoyed Smash Live with Al Murray on the Great Show. That was a good show.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, that was the London Podcast Festival 2018.
We had all sorts of stuff planned, and then all got scuppered.
Oh, we had a good plan
We'll do
this
it
year with
again.
our Bond.
We'll do them.
We were going to do a Bond gig, everybody. I was going to play bass, Joel Morris on guitar, David Reed from All Rather Mysterious on drums, Paul singing and emceeing.
Yeah, we're going to do a Bond karaoke, all the Bond theme tunes from all the past guests and possibly special guests.
That was going to happen months ago.
That was going to happen in May, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And that got scuppered.
but it's going to happen again one day.
Yeah, we'll do it.
John and Paul, if you were starting Sapphire and Steel, what elements would you be? Well, I tweeted this the other day. I cheekily stole from Paul because I just tweeted a picture of them saying cock and balls have been activated. But yeah, you did one the other day, didn't you? What was it?
There's an ode sketch. If you want some free comedy, there's a sketch show that I did called Potom, which is Potom, and we do loads of comedy sketches. And one of them we did there was Sapphire and Steel that they couldn't turn up, so it was Sulphur and something else, and Sulphur stank, and the other one couldn't work with him because he's anyway. It's very silly. It's very silly.
You should listen to Potom. It's very good. They're proper sketch shows, but as a podcast.
Yeah, and again for fucking free. Christ.
Can you recite in Derek and Clive's sketch? I talked about this the other day with somebody. Not particularly. I can do the "Why can't we hear?" one of those. Oh fucking Christ! I've come songs.
The one I remember is the one where they talk about punching his ticket, which is really and it's
that's
just
ad nauseum, isn't it? That's the mother. Let me punch your ticket.
It's just the fact that Dudley Moore says you were born on Primrose Day. And Primrose Day, there's just no such thing, but it's just so funny the way he goes Primrose Day.
The one I always remember. There's 2 I always remember. One is Pete Cook saying that a bloke came up to him and said "hello,"
yeah, hello.
and he beats him up. And the last thing the guy says, "Oh, I'm dying."
And the one where they obsessed about the power of advertising.
Yes.
He watched Andy Pandy when it dressed as a fucking glove.
Well, he watched, and that's when he watched a film about Auschwitz, and he went out and to Goldberg's Green and exterminated 7 million Jews.
There's that and Longest
Yeah.
Train Spot, and the other one where they're up Jane Mansfield's cunt, and there's a disco up there, but there's a swimming pool, but there's no.
No,
water.
it's not. Jane Mansfield was. Jane Mansfield was lobsters. Whose cunt was it?
Up the cunt.
Whose cunt was it?
Someone's cunt, and there's
Please tell us in the comments whose cunt it was. They went up with the hamburger stands.
Swimming pool, but for
because Jane Mansfield had lobsters up her ass.
Yeah,
that her job was to retrieve them.
So
the other one I always remember is the top rank ballroom when I go there and his wife's on stage being fucked up the ass by a gorilla, and he goes to complain. And he goes to the manager's office. The manager's lying on the floor. Thank you, it's Joan Crawford's cunt that's got the hamburger stands.
Okay, there you go.
And swimming pools full of shit.
Yeah.
But they're lying, and the manager with the top rank ballroom, he's lying on the floor, and an ant is suckling on his nipple.
Yeah, that's right.
And I said to him, "Is this any fucking way to run a ballroom?"
I do genuinely remember listening to them when I was doing my GCSEs, like very, very illicitly on. I think they've been taped off something.
Yeah, my brother brought home a tape, and we listened to them.
Yeah,
that and Kevin Bloody Wilson was the other thing we had.
Yeah, Jesus.
But one date's better than the other. Kevin Bloody Wilson is awful.
Oh, okay.
But Derek and Clive, it's fun. There we go. Is this any way to run a ballroom? With all the dignity I could muster.
Where if you watch the live, the one they did live where they recorded it, there's something so awfully horribly seedy about it.
Horrible. That's ad nauseum, but yeah, it's called Get the Horn.
And then, Peter Cook spitting, spitting crisps into Dudley's face and hair. And
just
then
trying to goad him all the way through. It's horrible.
Prostitutes turned up, and then
Richard Branson brings prostitutes, I should add.
Yeah, and then Peter Cook.
Sorry, strippers, not prostitutes.
Peter Cook bursts a blow-up doll with a cigarette in a vagina and calls himself Count Yorga Cuntsucker. And everything's just getting a bit out of hand at that stage.
And it's directed by Russell Mackay, what is it called? Russell Mackay, who went on to direct Highlander.
Yeah, it's directed by Fulton Mackay. Yeah.
Fulton Mackay, who went on to direct what?
Porridge in Space. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, but yeah, if you watch Get the Horn, it's very funny for 20 minutes, and then Pete gets too drunk and decides to pick on Dudley for 60 minutes, and it's horrible.
There's a nice bit of Dudley going, I dropped my fucking French figs.
He's eating a bag of figs. That's when he's talking about... That's where Pete goes on about Wales, you know.
He goes,
Wales unite, Wales will fight. Wales, we like to eat plankton. Wales unite, Wales will fight. We don't like being wanked on.
Beautifully puerile.
And that's what he says about Wales being really intelligent. And then he says
are they? Do you think Wales are really intelligent?
And then he says, and then Dudley says, well, of course they were intelligent. They fought with the Nazis during the war. And Peter says, well, if they were that fucking intelligent, they would have fought with us because the Nazis lost.
Exactly. He also says they're such cunts they can't even breathe.
That's it. We should stop just talking about Derek and Clive.
You coming up and spouting. I know. Anyway, we shouldn't just go on about that.
We should talk about bags of eggs. Did you see Bag of Eggs this week?
I saw Bag of Eggs this week. Yeah,
it made me feel sick. It looked like if you were going to buy a baby in the future.
It seemed like the bag was far too big for the quantity of eggs that are supposed to be within it.
Too many eggs in there.
No, see, I thought there was too much water for the egg ratio.
But I felt there was too many eggs too.
And they're hard boiled, and I presume they're in sort of browny water.
It was horrible. Can you imagine the smell?
Well, I'd imagine you'd only get that until you open the bag. Surely they're sealed.
Yes, but I mean, when you open the bag, can you imagine the smell?
Oh, the smell of egg.
It would smell like
quantum egg.
A pair of tramp's pants.
Right.
But it made me feel ill. It just made me feel like if you were in the future and you're like, yes, I'd like 12 babies, please. And you take them home and you put them in the baby microwave. And then in the morning, you've got 12 babies. It was horrible.
I think this is an aesthetic thing, isn't it? The fact that these are loose, independent things that are now not in their casing. In this case, shells.
Yes.
Hanging semi
In water.
like sort of tadpole spawn.
Yeah.
And it just is very off-putting.
I mean, if I wanted a massive close-up of my balls, I'd ask a doctor.
All 15 of them suspended in brine.
I wouldn't, Paul. I wouldn't, and I underline the words "wouldn't." Go to Morrison's.
Is that where they were? Is that where it was? Morrison's.
Mm.
Oh, I've never been in Morrison's. Is it any good?
No, not really.
Don't have a Morrison's near me.
I tell you, I'm not saying Morrison's bad, but I went into Morrison's and I went to Asda, and I felt like I was in the fucking Aga Khan's house.
Oh, I only go to Sainsbury's or Tesco's because they're the closest.
There's a lad at school.
Yeah,
There was a lad at school.
I was going to say
Every lunchtime we'd want to swap. He'd want to swap sandwiches, and you know what he'd have every day?
Oh, meat paste and
Fucking egg.
Meat paste and chess.
Egg.
I didn't say I used to love egg mash sandwiches.
I don't like egg. Egg smells.
I do. I used to like egg, but mashed up with I was going to say clotted cream, but that's not true. With salad cream.
I like salad cream. Claire's dad works for Morrison's.
Really?
Good evening, sir. Thanks for joining us this evening. I bet he's gone. Claire, is your dad gone?
Yeah, he must.
Morrison's is the tits. No, it's not. It's rubbish.
Is it? I don't know. I've not. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to go in there.
Paul Savage says there's a good butcher's in Morrison's.
It's a good butcher's in Morrison's.
Oh, you should go and have a butcher's in there. John has gone a bit. John Rhys Davis about Morrison's. I have not. I've never said, have you ever read? Have you ever read? Not saying that. I'm just saying I don't like Morrison's.
Yeah. Well,
no, where is it? Woman, have you ever read Kenneth Harrow? I tell you, so believe me, if you're not going to regret this, look up Rodri Marsden, who is brilliant. He made the John Rhys Davis outburst fit with Prince Charming, the Adamant song. So when John Rhys Davis says, "Has you ever read Kenneth Harrow?" it goes, "Have you ever? Have you ever read Kenneth Harrow?" It's very funny. Oh, look, he's still watching. He loved it tonight. We'll watch again next week. Oh, wow. Thank you, Mr. Clare. What's his name? Tell us his first name. He can't hide. John has a new impression.
He does.
No, I don't.
He keeps saying
Morrison's is not posh Asda. It's peasant Waitrose. No, I'd go posh Asda. John should do an impression of Claire's dad. Okay, I will. Hello, my name is Claire's dad. I don't know his first name. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Hello, my name is Michael. I released Claire from my penis. Good evening. There you go. It's not bad, is it?
Anyway, now it's time for the meat raffle.
Which is what I also call my penis. It goes Sainsbury's, Tesco, Asda, Hitler Youth, Morrison's. I agree with that.
Yeah, no, Tim, I think you've got a nice system there.
I think it works.
It's
uncanny.
Okay, the new.
Hello, Michael. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I'm just taking time out of this aspirin to say hello.
I was watching Ghostwatch last night, and I was rather scared to the bone by Pipes.
Hey. Why was he called Pipes, Paul?
That's what the kid just thought he was called, wasn't it?
Why was he called Pipes?
I don't fucking know.
Could someone please write in and explain?
I didn't know why he was called
Why
Pipes.
it was called Pipes.
He was. There's a bit where he stood right next to the curtains, and he's the same texture as the curtains. And
why isn't he called Curtains?
Well, it's curtains for him. I don't know. Why is Michael Parkinson at the end go?
The bit they're supposed to tell me about Ghostwatch is when after the end credits. Have you ever watched the end credits?
Yeah.
After?
Yeah, I've
The
got it.
bit
on
where he cuts
DVD.
back and Michael Parkinson is being anally raped by a ghost.
Yeah, and he goes all.
He goes, "Thank you very much."
And that's the last shot. In fact, he goes, oh, and he goes directed by.
That's why they called him Pipes.
It's on the panpipes.
No, because it's going in his anal pipe. Because it's going in his bum pipe.
In his anal pipe. What are you talking about?
Pipe was an acronym for penis in pickled egg scenario.
Oh, Timothy of Coleman's Mustard fame in NASA.
Hang on. M&S Food Hall, Waitrose, Tesco, Little Auschwitz. Fucking hell.
No, I'm glad we're finally.
I bet you're glad you're off next week.
I'm glad we're finally cementing this in. Yeah.
When
Anyway,
will
well,
my week off come? When will it come, everybody? Never.
you could just say, "Fuck it, I'm not doing this week."
Well, but it gives me purpose.
But I like being in my shed.
I like it. May I say supernatural asset? I don't know what that means.
Well, it's nice.
I did.
Anyway, pretty much.
Oh no, John Rhys Davis has done a video about COVID. Is it an anti-COVID, anti-mask thing? Please don't tell me it is. I mean, he's awful.
I'm sorry, but we're out of time.
Do you like this, John? Yes, I do. Yeah, we're out of time. Well, but I do want to hear. I do want to hear if.
It's been long, John, but
I want to hear of John Rhys Davis's anti-mask. I'll cover you, John, for 1 week only. Just 2 hours of me ranting. Please,
that's fine.
Go for it. Come on, who told me about Edward? Please tell me if it's anti-mask.
Oh, is he an anti-masker?
Well, he said that John Rhys Davis. Look, I'll show you. Hang on. This is terrible. I'm sorry. This is awful telly. Fuck. All right, we'll have to find out another time because we need to go. Paul Savage says he lolled a lot.
Oh, thank you, Paul. It's always nice to have a new watcher listener.
Brilliant. Okay, well, Edward, tell me another time because it is time for us to go. So everybody say goodbye to Paul for 2 weeks.
No, 1 week.
Well, you'll be back in 2 weeks.
I'll be back. I come back the night before the show. In fact, I come back at Thursday at midnight. So,
well, if you're not if Paul's in quarantine, I'll find somebody else.
I was gonna say, yeah, if I can't come back, then yeah, enjoy doing a show for a month with your guests of choice.
Paul Daniels,
Paul Masson.
Le French. Anyway, good night. God bless. Thank you for watching again, as usual. And if we are heading indeed into another lockdown, then we should all get to know each other a little better.
Yeah, we'll probably do it twice a week when we get proper in lockdown.
Don't say that. Good night.
Doing that.